Hello and welcome to the War Report. I'm your host Cyrus, joined by Quan. This is a show where we talk about NXT and AEW. How we feeling?
You know, feeling all right. I'm feeling pretty good. What about you, man?
I'm doing relatively okay. It's been it's
Uh,
been a it's been a very busy week, which I'm like, I hate it. I would like to just go back to normal things.
no, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Um, Not so busy for me. I kind of want to talk about some stuff I've been watching, just some shows briefly.
You want to talk about Shogun?
I do, but I haven't finished it yet.
Oh, okay.
I got two more. Have you finished it?
No, I haven't started watching, but what is
Oh,
it? There's just some other stuff that I was like putting on my list because I've been seeing like clips on TikTok and stuff like that, and I've been like, oh, that looks like a fun watch, but I just haven't had like the time to actually watch it yet.
yeah, Shogun. I would absolutely watch it. For me, with Shogun, I know this is gonna sound like super American of me or whatever, but like when it comes to shows in different languages or like at this point in my life, I don't watch anime if it don't have like a dub to it. I'm just I'm
Nope,
just
that's
so
me. I agree.
lazy when it comes like reading for so watching like a 40-minute, 45+ minute TV show and having to read that much, it low key kind of draining for me. So I can only watch like one or two episodes at a time. Cause you got really got to lock in, you know what I mean, to see what the hell's going on, especially with a show like Shogun. But I will say, very good show. I think the acting is fantastic. The story, I'm kind of like hit or miss on it. It does give me like white savior vibes, but also like
Hmm.
it's good though. You know, even though like white
What is
savior
it?
is
What
a
is it?
trope,
It's like
I do.
what is it? Tom Cruise or Keanu Reeves in The Last Samurai or whatever.
Yeah, I never seen that, but I'm sure there's probably the similar.
Yeah,
Not so,
similar vibe
not so
for
much. When I the first couple episodes I watched, I thought it was gonna be more like that. It is, but not to that level. You know what I mean? Like
okay.
I don't want to like spoil anything, but yeah, but like I was a little concerned in the early episode, but like later on, I'm like, okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but it's still there. But you know what? Sometimes white savior trope, not that bad. You know what movie I really like? The Blind Side. That's a white savior movie, but good movie. Sometimes the trope it
White
works a little.
savior movie, not bad.
Also, while we're on the topic of movies, real quick, this is a brief aside. This has something also has to do with the Kendrick and Drake stuff, but
Ooh.
so I'm not gonna get into the beef stuff because I have a headache from all that. But I saw a tweet, it just blew my mind, bro. So like after the response from after Kendrick did his put out his diss or whatever, when you talking about how much he hates Drake, I Drake posted a clip on Twitter, I mean on Instagram stories
Hmm.
of like the famous speech from the ending of 10 Things I Hate About You.
Hmm.
And I think it's so wild. I saw a tweet where the guy was just like, see, that's how I know Drake's white because I don't even know what movie that is. Like 10 Things I Hate About You is some kind of
It's a
like
white
it
exclusive.
or like some indie fucking like college film or something. Like nigga, that's like one of the most famous fucking movies ever in the 2000s or whatever the hell it came out, 99. But like
Hmm.
I don't like this whole like that's kind of my beef with this whole rap beef thing, especially after Kendrick's response. There's been this weird surge of like on Twitter. I don't know if it's on other kind of like social media, but like policing what's black and what's not black now.
Hmm.
Is it getting weird to you? Like it feels real. I've been seeing some stuff like what are we doing?
Yes, I
This
do
seems
find
counterproductive.
it. um, I do find it weird. I think that I don't know. It's bringing back light skin.
It very much is just like in reverse. It is it's really strange.
Yeah, it's given dark skin, light skin wars, which I'm just like, this is so corny. And then I don't know. I just think it's weird, and I think this is the. I swear to God, this is the only thing I'm gonna really say about it. Um, I also think that since Drake is also like, you know, he's half black, half Jewish.
Yeah. Did you?
I just
Did,
wanted to let you people know that there are black Jewish people.
oh yeah, yeah. That
I
too.
know a lot.
Yeah, that
So
too.
I get it. Like the normal type of like Jewish people that you do see are
The
non-black,
stereo.
not people of
Yeah.
color, but like there are black Jewish people, and then also it's just like mixed people exist and they're like still black. Like he might not be like babe, I'm just gonna cut it right through the middle. Like basically Kendrick Lamar brought back the paper bag test, and that shit's
Low
crazy to
key.
me.
Low key.
Um and that's crazy. And
Yeah, man.
that's it.
This
That's it
whole
actually.
this whole like if you don't have four fully black grandparents, you're not black. First of all,
That is
what
great.
one of my grandparents is not fully black. So therefore that mean I can't say nigga? My black ass can't say nigga now?
It's
Like what are
it's
we doing?
it's getting into like a weird,
Like some
I
eugenic
want to
shit,
say,
right? Ain't that
yeah,
the
it's
word?
like some reverse eugenics or
Yeah, what
like
are we
type shit.
doing?
Like it's getting weird. Like um when I saw the tweet, somebody say like, I'm not Drake black, I'm J. Cole black.
No,
And I
you
was
said
just like,
you said I'm
oh,
not Drake biracial, I'm J. Cole biracial. They got the same biracial, the same thing.
I was like, girl, it don't matter what. You still biracial. Um, I don't know. Yeah, it's getting weird. Well, like at least that
Strange.
part of it is like weird or whatever, but like I don't have particularly have any like strong feelings about either or, you know.
Yeah, I'm not even
It's
focused on the beef
it's
stuff like that.
it's and what it is and what's it's been since the start is the social media like stuff. And like somebody in the chat pointed it out where they were just like, it's only been like a month of this. And I'm just like, it literally feels like 3 months of this because you are like, I'm not chronically online, but like seeing like 100, like thousands of tweets a day about this one topic makes it seem like it's a continuous, ongoing story that is
Yeah.
constantly updating, constantly going. And it's just like for literally like 2 weeks from both sides, it's been silence.
Yeah.
You would think that this has been going on for 3, 6 months plus, you know?
I thought this would
Um,
be more fun. And I'm having fun, but online not making it fun.
I,
It turned us into a culture war where I just wanted some rap beef, man. That's
at
all I wanted.
at first I was just like, overall, like the hyperboles is what's like really killing it for me, or like
Yeah,
killing the
man.
fun. It's shout out to Kel, he like put it greatly. It's just like people are really putting like the AEW effect on sort of this thing. Like it's not like a good diss track or like he really got at Drake. It's, oh man, it's over with. Like he's
Yeah,
cooked. He's
this
never like,
done.
like the insane like hyperbole. Like I think all tracks that has been involved in this, except like Kanye West and J. Cole thing, like
I'm
all
not
pretty good.
counting those kind of joint. Yeah,
I'm just
yeah, that
making
too.
sure nobody gets it confused.
Hey, yo,
Like I
fuck
think
Kanye too. That was so lame, bro. That imagine
I'm
like
not
you
even
ju-
gonna get into it. Fuck that. I
if
hate that so
niggas like
much, bro.
niggas is getting jumped, or every like there's five guys already jumping, dude. Do you want to hop in? Talking about, oh yeah, now I'm gonna get mine. Like, bro, you had your chance. Get the fuck out of somewhere,
Yeah,
bro. I hate that guy. I don't like him.
I really do. And the verses are garbage too. But like,
And the
yeah,
verse
like I don't
sucked. To
know.
make it even worse.
And like I think like the songs are like good, but like I don't think any of the tracks are like
It's
as
not
great as
ether.
I
It's
thought
not
it would be.
control. It's not hit 'em
Um,
up. Like people, that's what people are comparing shit to. And I'm like, it's not that.
and those comparisons are so lame. Oh my
It's not that.
God, please have an original thought. Like, I mean, it's whatever.
I don't mind people's opinions on the music. I'm just more concerned about this other shit. This whole like who's black and who's not shit.
Yeah.
And it's been brewing previous to this Drake Kendrick stuff. I've been seeing like this stuff kind of rumbling online. It feels really weird and kind of like
It's lame and childish.
yeah, it's weird. I don't know, but whatever. I guess it's the revenge on light skin niggas. You know what? Hey, it ain't me. Y'all had a good run, but I guess it's our turn now. That's kind of wild
Yeah,
when you think about
man.
that.
Oh
But
man,
I know
shit's
I
wacky, man.
want, but I also want before we got into anything, I want to talk about how entertained I am by X-Men '97. I'm just like
Okay.
I keep thinking, okay, this is good, but like I know how Disney shows go. By the end, it kind of falls apart. Nah, it's still good. It keeps getting better. I didn't think they could surpass the Genosha episode, and I don't know if they did, but man, this episode that happened this week was really close and it was just really good. And slight spoiler, but not really. Um, I do like about X-Men 97 is that they've kind of let Wolverine kind of lay low key in the background to let kind of the other members of X-Men shine. And I kind of appreciated that. But this episode, we got a little get to see a little more Wolverine action, and you know what? I really appreciated that because it was really cool. So yeah, I think the writing on the show has been fantastic. If I were to give some kind of criticism, I don't have much, but they do go through shit like they run through shit pretty quick as far as like storylines go.
Hmm.
But I mean, there's so many X-Men stories they could pull from. I'm not really too concerned about them like running out of ideas, to
Yeah.
be honest.
I
Um,
I like the storyline that they're following on the show. The only thing is that the show ugly, man. The show real ugly, bruh.
it's really it's bothering you that much where you can't even like watch it.
Because the thing is, like, I already know this story, so like, they're not really like, it's not like really nothing like really new to me. So it's just like I've seen this done better. Or I don't know, man. That shit's just ugly, bro. I can't look at that shit, man.
I thought
Um,
there's a certain fight scene I thought the animation was really really good.
I
This
heard the
episode,
Gambit. I heard the Gambit one was like really good. And
yeah, the
I, I've
Gambit one was great. The
and I've been very interested in X-Men as of late, but it's just like that shit ugly, bruh. I'm sorry. It's I don't want to say like yeah, no, no, man. Yeah, that shit ruined it for me, dog. That shit really ugly, yeah. I'm not gonna fake it. That shit really ugly, man.
I think you
And
should watch it anyway, just because it's really some great stuff. But no, I understand as far as the animation goes. I maybe I'm just used to it now. It's not bothering me as much. But I did think the first couple episodes were kind of jarring. Not so much the fight scenes, but more so when they're kind of more still and just talking and their dialogue. Which X-Men 97 has a lot of dialogue in these episodes. So yeah,
mhm.
at times it does look a little janky. But I think the actual fight animations have looked really good, and
Okay.
like the choreography and all that.
I could rock with that.
But I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. There's been some other stuff that I've been really interested in watching. What is it? What's that shit called? I've been seeing it a lot on TikTok. It's like an anime that's a dungeon crawler. I think it's oh, man, I just had it on
Was it
Netflix, but I closed it.
solo leveling? Is that what
No,
it is?
it's like dungeon crawling, but like with like cooking.
I don't know
Um,
about that.
I think that John called I don't know what the English version of it's called. I think it's like My Delicious Dungeon or something. Not My Deli I think it's like Delicious Dungeon or something. Let me go on Netflix.
Delicious Dungeon.
I'm just gonna go right to it. Yes, it's called Delicious Dungeon.
I kind of like the name of that. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. Okay.
They be they be cooking and shit. Shit cool with me. Um yeah, no, that's the shit that I've been looking at. And then I have to finish Blue Eye Samurai. I think I watched like the one episode that Jamal from the Lookout, shout out to Jamal, told me to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Um and I was just like, yeah, that shit cool. Um but yeah,
Blue Eyes.
I gotta like finish the story. The only thing that like really bothered me is that like I saw a TikTok that really broke it down. It was just like, she's biracial and then she's like going to be the savior of Japan.
Shibarition.
And I was just like, oh man, you're right. And then what is it? The creator or whatever is like you know, white lady Asian husband. I mean
Oh no.
no,
You
the
mean
reverse that.
white
Yeah, reverse
man,
that.
Asian Asian
Yeah.
wife.
And it was just like oh no, you have like blue eyes, and then like what is it? It's just like no, blue eyes are actually like beautiful, and it's just like ew.
Oh no. I see where they're going with that.
But I think it's very well animated, and I think the character is really cool. But like I don't like that being the takeaway.
Oh, they got my boy Paxton from Never Have I Ever. All right, that's my
Hmm.
guy. And Brenda
Um,
Song. Okay.
oh yeah, what's crazy is that like I haven't heard her voice in a very long time. But when I heard her voice, I was just like, "Hey, no way!" Paused it, right to Google. I was like, "Hey, no way! It gotta be her," and it was. So, yeah, Brenda Song's in the show, and she does a really good job. I like her character too. Um,
Big fan.
but no, I just have to probably just have to finish that. And there's like some manga and shit that I've been meaning to finish, but soon.
Mm.
That's it for me.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it
I
for
ain't
me
really
too.
do
I ain't
shit
got
else.
much going on. Yeah, I have not much going on in my life. Just,
Okay.
so let's get in these trenches then. You feel me?
Yeah. All right. So Tony Khan makes a very weird comment saying that WWE is the Harvey Weinstein of wrestling.
Correct.
Boy, you don't lost your fucking mind.
So on the NFL Network, I forgot who he was talking to on the NFL Network. This weekend was the draft. So as representative of the Jaguars, I don't know exactly his position in Jaguars, but I know it's an important one. Um, he had an interview and he did have his neck brace gimmick on all week. He still has it on, I believe. So credit for that. But yeah, he had it on the whole draft. So they kind of made kind of a deal out of it and all the kind of NFL accounts and all that stuff. But during the interview,
Hmm.
they brought it up and he was like talking about the company in itself. He said, "We are the Pepsi of pro wrestling. We're up against an evil juggernaut. WWE is our competitor. That's who we're facing. AEW, like the Pepsi of pro wrestling. WWE is like the Harvey Weinstein of pro wrestling. I'm really proud of what we do down here." And then the interviewer was just like, okay. Um,
It's so crazy to say.
that's a I, First of all, that's just a strange comparison.
Hmm.
Pepsi to Harvey Weinstein. I don't know. I'm not sure where he was going with that. If you
It,
want,
oh, go ahead, go ahead. Ooh,
if you want
sorry.
this, I'm just like, if you want to take a dig at Vince McMahon, all power to you. That's fine. That's open reign. He deserves everything he gets, right? I'm, but to call WWE Harvey Weinstein, that's kind of like, whoa, okay. So you saying everybody's implicated?
Yeah, like the company as a whole, you know, it's kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, I don't. It was just a really strange thing to say. I felt like even if they are named in whatever the case is with Vince McMahon, the trafficking case, that don't mean
Hmm.
everybody. I mean, you talk about the janitors and the workers. I had a conversation with my friend the other day, and he was just like, "Of course, everybody knew Vince was doing that." I'm like, "Why would everybody know that? Like, what do you like? You think like, they're all close? They all know each other?" I'm like, "Bro, that's not how like this works." Like, I'm sure. I don't know. I
It's
just
just
don't
really
like.
crazy when you think about it.
I don't like just like people taking digs at stuff when like there's victims involved or making something like a joke when like you know what I mean? Like the same thing with like No Diddy. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
it's so corny. First of all, like there's victims in that. You know what I mean? Like why like him being possibly gay shouldn't be like the main focal point of like all of
Yes,
this
it's
stuff
very,
to his name. That's like the least important thing about this. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
it's very immature.
yeah, so like and it's just corny. Like, no, dude, all right. It was maybe funny for the first 12 hours. And then it was like, okay, we all already did this death. But my point is just like I don't like that kind of stuff when there's victims involved. I just feel like it's really like what's the word I'm looking for? Just like
Icky.
just
No.
tasteless and just kind of just like this is gross. Yeah, icky too. It's just gross. Like, come on, man. Let's be mature. Like I know it's the internet and you can joke around or whatever, but like let's be mature about certain things. Like this is like real life shit.
Yeah.
This isn't like wrestling travels and shit. Like people like really went through some
I
traumatic
I
shit.
haven't seen anybody like celebrating those comments. I'm sure people are just like, like really got them, but like I've seen a lot more backlash than like, yeah, get them type shit. That's maybe just because I've been socially like distancing myself from a lot of Twitter mostly, but like, yeah, no, I feel like that quote was not It's not smart.
Yeah, no,
Um,
I mean, there definitely were people who were like justified it because WWE is in the lawsuit, and I'm like, I guess I don't know. It just to me, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. But I'm like, this seems like oh, I don't know if you should have said that, bro. Not that's not. It didn't seem like the right time or right place. You know what I mean? Like,
mhm.
whatever. I mean, it's his thing. I figured you want to like talk about your company or your team, football team.
Yeah. And it's just like, oh, and still to this day we have no idea what AEW is.
Yeah, I don't know. It just feels like once again, like reeking of desperation of like WWE to acknowledge you exist. Like they want them to like acknowledge them so bad,
Kind of sad,
and,
yeah.
and they've been like that since WrestleMania weekend. Since that Punk interview, they have been just like, we need you to acknowledge us so bad. Keep it going.
That Punk interview has done damage.
Yeah, it's really gotten to like Tony Khan's psyche as much as he doesn't want to admit it. Like you can tell, like the energy has changed ever since that interview. He gone
Mhm.
full on. This is war.
That boy spiraling.
This is the third time he's called WWE like straight up the evil empire enemy. Like it's not even on some like professional. He's like, no, it's almost on some Kendrick Drake shit. Like I just hate you. Like you know what I mean? Like I hate everything about you.
Hey man, they still gonna lose. That's all. Like it don't matter.
Yeah. So
Um, yeah, no, like overall, I just think like the comments are very like tasteless and whatever. And it's just like honestly, like every time Tony Khan gets on a platform to promote his company, he doesn't. And that's weird. Or like, and if he does, he always like mentions WWE in the same vein. So like it's like his company never got the promo at all.
yeah, in the end, it was the headline was about WWE. So
Yeah,
what did we gain here? And once again, it just
absolutely nothing.
if I worked there, I'd be so like embarrassed by this guy all the time.
Oh, thing is, we know that people are.
Yeah, we know straight up that
Oh,
like
um, yeah, no, I'm gonna move on to the next topic. I do want to save the draft stuff for last.
okay, that's fine.
MJF health update. Hit us with it.
MJF sources close to the situation have confirmed to WrestlePurists that MJF has undergone surgery on his left shoulder. MJF was originally aiming for a March return and met with Tony Khan in Boston to discuss creative plans. The injury to MJF and Adam Cole have dramatically affected creative plans for MJF versus Undisputed Kingdom feud. Max was looking to wrap the program up. I bet he was. There is no timetable for his return, so seems like he's out indefinitely. It seems like whatever injuries he had must have been worse than what we thought, which just
Hmm.
makes that Jay White match even more ridiculous than before. Um, I hope it's nothing too crazy, but yeah, it sounds like we won't see him for a while.
Yeah.
Uh, the show could surely use him.
Bad.
Bad. I never thought it'd be the day where I'm like begging for MGF to be back on this show. Please, anything.
These shows are severely hurting without him. Like,
Yeah, he really was the main character, and just like since he's been gone,
since you've been gone.
I
But
was
yeah,
I was
no.
gonna do it. I didn't want to. I was gonna do it.
Um, yeah, no, like I also feel the same way. And honestly, it's gonna be like that Thunder Rosa effect where we thought like it would be great to have her on the show again. And then the shows are largely unaffected by her return. Um, yeah, just kind of sucks. That's
Does suck.
all. Yeah,
Also,
that's
just
all I
sucks
got.
in general as him as like a young athlete. You don't want to see him out like this so early in his
Hmm.
career, especially at his peak. Um, yeah.
That's weird
Hopefully,
that this is a peak.
I mean, he could obviously level up. No one's perfect, but I think as far as like just a young main event guy, as far as AEW had, this was their best kind of shot at it. you know.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
I hope it does. I hope it's not a situation where like he comes back and he's never really the same in ring. Even though
that
I
might
do think
that might be the case.
with his style, it might
Hmm.
not be that much of like compare it to like when like Seth got really hurt knee and like he had to completely change everything.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be like that because of how he wrestles. He probably just won't do any of those dumb big spots he was doing anyway, which he shouldn't have been doing in the first place.
Yes.
So I don't know.
This is
I'll never get over that fucking over the fucking aprons RKO cutter shit. I don't know what he was thinking. What is he getting
he was supposed to be injured, bruh.
on one leg? I was say off one leg.
Absolutely insane of a man, bruh.
Man.
Next person who is injured is Darby Allin getting hit by a bus in NYC. What the fuck?
Thoughts? Well, first of all, I want to say I'm happy he's alive. Number one.
Thoughts? Thoughts is hilarious.
I want to say I'm happy he's alive. Two, hey, I'm not the biggest believer. I'm not the most religious guy in the world, but clearly God has warned this man to stay in the house.
Hey, he was about to climb Mount Everest, bro.
Stay in the house, dog. Clearly, you're not. You know what it was? He broke that glass at pay-per-view, and they had like 7 years of bad luck. His life ain't been right since he did that jump.
It's a mirror, but that is also
That's
hilarious.
fine. Same thing.
Uh yeah, no, he did do that. I don't know, man. Like that's really crazy. Like getting hit by a bus is like rare.
I do wonder. I wish I should have asked Meals. Like, how often do people get hit by buses in New York City?
In chat, Neil said that like it's extremely hard to get hit by a bus in NYC.
I figure it has to be like you got to be like really not paying attention to what you're doing.
Yeah.
You got to be your own world. You got to be blindfolded, low key.
He blindfolded is crazy. Um, but yeah, no, none of that. Nah, getting hit by a bus is crazy, yo. And he looked really bad. And then like this is a guy that was like planning to climb Mount Everest.
Imagine. That's what I'm saying. Maybe you should
If
call it
it
off, bro.
if it wasn't the bus, bro, it was gonna be Mount Everest, bro.
That's what I'm saying. This is you want
Um,
some final destination shit right now.
like this is a true real life adrenaline junkie, bro.
Hey
Kind of
man, get well
crazy.
soon. That's all I gotta say to Darby Allen. Get well soon, man.
I don't know, man. Climbing Mount Everest is nuts, bro. But yeah, get well soon. That's one. Like getting hit by a bus is crazy, bro. Um, hey, he gonna come up for real.
Yeah, but I wonder. I wonder unless they say it's his fault.
Oh, if he was, oh, you get hit by a bus and you don't get a bag.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Maybe life was all bad, bro. No, that's crazy. Julia Hart. Damn, there's a lot of injuries. Um, Julia Hart and Powerhouse Hobbs are out with an injury.
I got updates for you on those. Oh,
I
good.
when Hobbs was wobbling like that in the ring in that Mox with John Moxley, I was in a Discord call with my homie Terry, and I said, "Ain't no way this dude just injured himself." Or like, ain't no way this dude just got injured.
Yep, right in the middle of the first IWGP defense for John Moxley. For anybody who didn't watch Rampage or whatever show was on Collision,
Hmm.
during one of the 3 hour blocks. Um, John Moxley defended his first his first IWGP title defense against Powerhouse Hobbs. Match started off with a lot of fighting outside the ring, and at some point, I don't know exactly when it happened, but at some point, Hobbs like really hurt his leg and he couldn't even put weight on it.
Hmm.
Um, and the finish was really weird because like I'm like
It's always like that when it comes to John Moxley and what is it when there's an injury in a match? It always ends
I
weird.
I think they like overthought this, but it was like clearly Moxley was stalling to see like how did we get to this finish. So he did like the 10 punch in the corner, and then like he does the Death Rider, but then like Hobbs kicks out. And then
Mm-hmm.
then Moxley chokes him out. But I'm like, what was the point of the kick out? Just end the match. What are we doing?
This is just AEW things,
What
man.
difference does it make? Especially if like
If
are we
you're
making
hurt,
Hobbs look strong? He's not gonna be around. That man couldn't even walk. Just end the match. That was
it,
really weird. I didn't understand that finish. Like, I don't think it was like dangerous to any more dangerous to Hobbs than what would already had happened. But I'm just saying, like, what was the point of him kicking out?
mhm. I don't know.
I didn't get
I
that
thought that
part.
was so stupid to do that. Um,
I do have a Fightful update though. It says Hobbs will require surgery, which will be happening imminently if it hasn't happened already. So best of
hmm.
wishes to Hobbs. As far as Julia Hart goes, Julia Hart is sidelined with an injury. She has faced a few injury problems recently and is expected to be off television. Early indications were that Julia Hart would require surgery on the injury, although specifics on what it is aren't known. So I hope she doesn't need surgery and hopefully she can come back soon. But yeah, just an unfortunate amount of injuries coming from AEW side. Thankfully they
Hmm.
have a very large roster, so
And
next
everybody
next
and everybody's pretty much equal on the totem pole.
yeah,
So
so next guy and girl up, I guess. But yeah, best wishes to Hobbs and Julia Hart.
yeah. Oh, sorry. Um, Next we have Scripps contract expires June 1st. Um, Two things. I did not know that actually I think you told me last week. But I never went to double check. Non-compete clauses are like ending
Yeah, they're
or
going.
no
Told you.
longer going to be a thing. I think that's really cool. And then I think we're gonna start seeing a lot of people kind of like finish out their contracts rather than like get released. But who knows? So I think that's cool. Thoughts?
On scripts, yeah, it just never really worked, bro. I never believed it. You went from sommelier
And my
to
thing is that
superhero
we didn't
to
believe
crip.
in the realest part of him.
Yeah, that's supposed to be like what you really come from, and then it just like that was the least believable thing you could have. I don't know, it just didn't. I wonder if it's back to the drawing board for OTM in general. I mean, they were on the show today, so I don't know
Hmm.
exactly where that goes. They just keep the gimmick going
I mean, why
without
not?
scripts.
I mean, he wasn't. I don't really feel like he was like
It wasn't
central
essential.
to.
Yeah, he wasn't
Yeah,
really like since
and I think that with it seems like Jada Parker is really like
this,
the standout,
the tradition continues of the one girl in a stable being the
branching
standout
out.
in NXT ever since
Yeah,
Buddy Murphy and Blake and Alexa Bliss.
Bliss. Yeah.
It's always the girl stands out.
Um. Yeah. So I don't think that shit's weird, but it is what it is on that. Yeah. No scripts. I didn't think it was working, and then when he had like the mask on and stuff like that, and they like quickly scrapped that, I was just like, yeah, this shit ain't working. Yeah. Um.
I'll never get over that mask. That shit was terrible. That was so bad.
It was like Bandito-esque, which I thought was
No,
cool.
it had like little like dangly things off the top of it. It looked crazy.
Oh yeah, the little tassels joints.
Yeah, what the hell was that? It was you know what it was too much. They had like the hanging part off the chin part, but they also had like the
Hmm.
tassels. You had to choose one or the other. You couldn't have both. It was
Yeah.
too much.
Um, the only thing that I'm curious about is like what what did they expect
I
from
don't know.
like him?
He's been signed since what 2020
Yeah. But it's really like, but like, what were you expecting? Like, what did you want out of scripts?
that he wasn't giving you. Yeah, I wonder. Maybe it's a mutual thing where they were just like, maybe this isn't working out. Let me go somewhere else and try it out.
I think OTM is going to be okay. I think the only people that are going to get in their way is them. So we'll see what happens. I think like you you're literally free now that you don't have scripts like with you. So um you be all right. What else we got? And then draft. All right. Not as many draft picks as I would like, but
Yeah,
you know,
I was very vocal all weekend from Friday to Monday how disappointed I was in the WWE draft this year.
I think Saturday was like its worst. I mean, the SmackDown was its worst day. Um, because really ain't shit happen. But
They got to reformat the whole system. I don't want to ever sit through a whole show people just staying on the same show.
my suggestion is, and I was just like, I know that isn't really like draft-esque or whatever, but it's just like only announce the people that are going over.
Yeah, like they used to do. I don't know why they decided to do this full on like NFL style draft when like niggas are, especially if you knew none of the big guys were moving anywhere. That was the problem. Like it wasn't like people didn't move. There was like 17 or 18 different moves, and it's supposed to be trades, I guess, in the meet
Yeah.
before the deadline. But like it was nobody big, nobody, no, none of the real names that people really gave a fuck about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bloodline stayed where they were at. Besides, maybe like Damage Control was the only, probably the biggest move. Like Bloodline stayed, Randy Orton stayed. You know what I mean? Like people like that people come to see.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know. I was disappointed. But as far as the NXT call ups go, I don't have which days it happened. Actually, let me look it up. I'm gonna get the right information.
I know that Kiana James is the only person. Kiana James and Carmelo are the only person that got drafted on SmackDown.
Let me see. I'm going to Wikipedia. Okay. So yeah,
Believe me.
so in in the first round, Carmelo Hayes was picked up on SmackDown, which will lead to a match with Cody in the main event of that said show. It was good to the
Mhm.
finish. I don't know what the hell they were trying to do in that finish. Look crazy.
They were overdoing it. That's the
They
type
were
of shit
they were doing it.
that's the type of shit you do when you know each other all too well.
Clearly,
Shout out
they
to Mark
clearly
and
they know each
Justin.
other well too well, because shit. Um, that's like that. I feel like that's something that like Sammy Guevara and Cody would have tried to do back in on a
Hmm.
Dynamite or something. Yeah, don't do that again. And then last pick of the night on Saturday was Kiana James being drafted to Raw. So congrats to Kiana. That would probably the most. I don't know. Yeah, I would say Kiana was probably the more surprising one out of all the names.
I think I want to say I called it because I think I said that if I said it in the Discord, but I was just like, if Fallon Henley doesn't get drafted, then then Gianna James is definitely the one that's gonna get drafted.
I knew Fallon Henry. I knew she would turn the heel. I like they're not done with that. I knew
Mm.
people kept saying, I'm like, I don't believe that. They had too much going for her for just draft her like that. Um the
Mm.
supplemental picks, Baron Corbin was moved to SmackDown. Um so we will not get a Wolf Dogs reunion because Braun Breaker is now a Raw superstar.
I think
Um
that's whack. I think they should have kept them together just for
me too.
just a little bit.
Me too. Oh well. And then we had the Monday Night Raw. The first 3.5 rounds, we didn't get anything until the fourth round. We get Ilya Dragunov drafted to Raw. I'm surprised it took him to the fourth round to get drafted. Honestly,
So
I'm not
weird.
picking. I'm not drafting Shinsuke, Latino World Order, the Pride. I'm not putting the Pride over fucking Ilya Dragunov. I'm sorry. Shout out to Jade Cargill being the first pick for SmackDown
Hmm.
overall. Um, Lyra Valkyria in the fifth round. She's headed to Raw. So that Raw women's roster is gonna be interesting. Real interesting. And then we have Blair Davenport was the last pick. I I'm not surprised, but I kind of was surprised. Like I didn't think that was coming
Hmm.
when it happened. I was like, I guess that makes sense because she ain't really doing shit. She hasn't really done shit in the last like year to keep it a stack. They might as well put her on SmackDown. Good luck on SmackDown though. That's tough. There's a lot of girls you
Hmm.
got to compete with on SmackDown. Um,
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
and then off the show, Dijak got drafted to Raw. So good for
Hmm.
Dijak.
Yeah, I'm really happy about the Dijak getting drafted. I think that was really good. Honestly, like I'm happy that a lot of people stayed on NXT, but I definitely think there's like I'm gonna say a lot, but I think there's people that like could have went. Um, Fallon Henley's been like I said Fallon Henley. I thought she was gonna get drafted, but it seems like she's gonna be doing something else. Thea needs to have better
I
character
think
judgment.
I think I think Chase U was gonna get. I thought Chase U was getting called up.
Yo, yeah, Chase U as a whole would have been great. Um, Blair Davenport was a really interesting go. Um, that's fantastic, like fantastic for her. Um, I can't think of anybody else right now, but I think all that shit's really cool, man. I think this was a decent draft, all things considered.
In general, or just like the NXT pickups.
The NXT pickups.
I'm trying. I'm looking at
I
the.
did not pay attention to like who's on what like show
I'm looking at the
or who
roster
went
real
what.
quick. Let's see. I could have seen Metaphor getting called up. They're not really doing anymore. I mean, I guess they are now. Whatever's going on with Trick.
If you
Um,
could call that something.
it was something. Yeah. I'm trying. I'm looking at everybody else.
So
Yeah.
fucking
Nobody.
weird.
No. Nobody else really. Maybe if you wanted to call up Gallus, but they haven't really been around.
No, hey, stop right there, brother.
I don't want to. I'm just saying. I could see Cora Jade might have got called up if she wasn't hurt. She's
Hmm.
hurt.
Yes, she is hurt.
So there's that. Yeah, I mean, now that I'm looking at this, besides maybe like Chase U, I wouldn't really call anybody. JC probably can get called up.
JC would have been a great
JC probably
pick.
should got called up like 2 years ago, Loki.
She's
Should have
been
been
doing
got called up.
she's been doing wonders with the Hale. So stop right there.
Um, yeah, that's it. Gacy, but I think he's like a trainer down there.
Gacy?
I think he might be.
I don't know, but I think Gacy's a cool pick too.
I'm more concerned about like some of them PC kids got to get called up, man. There's a lot of people down there just waiting. I know we got one this week, but I'm just like, I know there's some more girls just waiting to get shit rocking.
Hmm.
But 3 girls left, so
Wait, what do you mean two girls left?
didn't 3 girls leave? Lyra, Blair, and
Oh yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So I mean 3 girls up.
Oh, hopefully they get Stevie Turner back out here.
Is she hurt?
Is she? Damn.
I think she's hurt. Or maybe she just came back from injury. I think she's been working like level up and stuff.
Yeah, I that's what I've heard. I heard she's been
Okay.
working level up. So
I don't know. I
let's get
have no
her.
real feelings on CV Turner. I think she's there.
I thought she was cool. That's all. Literally it. All right. That's it for the trenches. Excuse me. Um, AEW. It was a show. Um, I think they set up a lot of stuff for what is it? What's their Double or Nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Double or Nothing's this month, right?
Yeah, end of the month, Memorial Day weekend.
Okay. Um, and in usual AEW fashion, we can see a lot of stuff coming a mile away. So we can already kind of tell what matches that we're going to be getting on the show. So let's talk about it. We're told to us outright we're going to be getting Christian Cage versus Swerve at Double or Nothing. The Elite, they made some comments.
Take over the
A li-
show. Said this is our show
yeah.
now.
Yeah, they also did that, but they were just like, hey man, we have somebody who's Canadian who's really gonna turn up and it's gonna be cool. He's the former champion, basically like just people that shared accolades with Kenny Omega to make it seem like it was gonna be him. But I was just like, come on, guys. They kicked him out of the elite. Why
Yeah, they really
why
did.
why would they be sicking him on Swerve? And then I will say that this match does have some continuity to it. I completely forgot that they were teaming with each other in Wembley.
They sure
Um,
did.
completely forgot I forgot that happened. But that's cool. Um, excuse me. I think that that is a very interesting I just thought that was interesting.
I like
Uh
that matchup for Swerve. I think you want to have. Oh, I do, but I don't. It's not really. It's not really booking's fault. It's kind of that. I think the idea is to put him with like a really detestable heel, which Christian Cage is. Unfortunately, that crowd really likes that stuff that he does,
mhm.
so he gets cheered. So it's like I'm afraid there might be a chance where Swerve gets overshadowed just because I think
People like the stupid heel shit.
Christian's just more charismatic than Swerve is, and
Yeah.
I think and that's not even a testament of saying like negative about Swerve. I just think Christian's very charismatic and like really good on the mic. So I'm a little concerned he might get overshadowed.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, they like that father stuff.
yeah, I was genuinely about to go Google Swerve dad is dead, but he went with the other angle, like you're just the deadbeat dad and I'm the better dad. So that works too.
Yes.
Well, you're not a deadbeat dad, but you're gonna be because your daughter's gonna see I'm a much better father. Whatever he said. Okay, I see where they're going with that. So yeah, that's gonna be the feud going forward. I'm interested to see how that goes. Also, side note, Claudio versus Swerve on Collision was very good. Put it out there.
Okay. Uh no, I just think that's really funny that he was just like, you're not the deadbeat, but you're gonna be. I think
Real.
that's so stupid.
That's real.
Um and then the Kenny Omega return, um putting a mic in Kenny Omega's hands is never really a good idea. But
I thought it was a good promo. You didn't
I
like it?
thought
I thought it was good. I thought it
I
was very
thought
heartfelt.
I thought the part where he started talking about like being honest about like the diverticulitis stuff, I thought that was really cool. He a wild boy, because if the doctor told me I could have died 24 hours ago if I didn't come to like the thing or whatever, and then he offers me a treatment and he'd be like, what if I don't do it? Then you die. Like,
Well,
ain't no
sorry,
short end of it, bro.
like I've said multiple times on this podcast, wrestlers aren't very smart.
Like,
They're just not. You
what,
can't be.
what?
You can't be intelligent and be a professional wrestler. Clearly, because why would you do that? Why would you do
Like,
that job in the first place if you were smart?
love of the sport. Um,
Well, I guess so. Yeah, it's true. NFL
yeah,
players be out here scrambling their brains. At
for
least
the
they
love of the
getting
game.
paid. But they getting paid a lot of money to scramble their brains at least.
Hmm. Um, but yeah, I like that part of the promo. And then basically we just got the same kind of stuff that we got last week when they beat up Tony Khan. So
Yeah. So I'm going to assume he's cleared, right? Like they wouldn't do that if he wasn't cleared.
hey man, AEW does a lot of silly things.
I
So
would have to assume like legally they couldn't just do that unless he was cleared, right?
Lord knows.
Because if he's doing physical stuff with diverticulitis, he's about to shit himself after one
I
one
mean,
move. But
when
Mercedes can't do anything.
yeah, I mean
I'm very confused.
when Okada pulled up, he said, "Hey, give me a month and I'll see you." And I feel like he just like took that risk for real, for real.
Good to go.
Yeah.
He's good to go. He can go today. If you, I think they'll build it. But do you think they're building to? Then they're gonna do. Are they gonna go to Okada that fast?
Yes.
Kenny Okada that fast? I guess you might as well. I don't know how much time they got left for Kenny. Maybe this is like his final run. They gotta get this shit out the way.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe if they want to do that for double or nothing. It certainly won't. I don't think it's gonna live up to previous encounters with those two, but we'll see.
Absolutely not.
We will see.
Um, we hashtag we gonna see, bro. Um,
He whooped his
and then
ass though. Well, not
Yeah,
much.
they gave him the Tony Khan beat down, which I was just like, I mean, we kind of just saw it already. In like kind of similar fashion too. So it's just like kind of just like whatever. Um just doing it back to back didn't really seem like
That
crazy to me.
didn't bother me too much because I feel like you got to establish that as the heel thing, get a couple beat downs in before you get your comeuppance.
Hmm.
That didn't bother me too much. They did that back to back, especially because it was the hometown guy and we weren't even sure if he's cleared to even. The fact that I'm questioning if he's even cleared to go proves that the angle itself was successful. It suspended my belief of what's going on and what's not going on
Just a little bit.
just a little bit. You know what I mean? So
All good.
wasn't mad at the closing angle to be honest with you. But yeah, Kenny's not good to go. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. Then it looks like that situation. Remember, we're like undisputed beat up. Who they beat up? Remember they beat somebody up and then like they never went back to it because they were all injured. Who was it? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, oh my God,
Who was
yeah.
that? Was it Kyle? It wasn't Kyle, was it? No. They came back to beat somebody up and then they just left.
Man, no, I don't
I
remember,
wish I
but
remember who it was, but yeah, that's what they're. If they did that, I'm gonna be like annoyed.
I mean, they did it at the top of the year.
Did they?
World's End,
What happened at World's End?
the devil reveal.
Oh no, I'm thinking of not undisputed. I'm thinking of when it was when they ran undisputed era back in the beginning.
Oh, yeah, then yeah, it was definitely Kyle who got hurt.
No, but they all came back to jump somebody and then they all like just disappeared. It doesn't really
Oh,
matter.
yeah, no, I
But
don't remember
I
who they
just
jumped.
but yeah, if it's that situation, I'm be annoyed. But as for now, I enjoyed the ending angle of the night. I thought it was pretty so enthralling that I didn't even realize that we were already like 15 minutes post 10 p.m.
Oh no, I was watching that clock.
I didn't even notice it. I didn't look at the
Uh,
Discord either when you were like begging me to come do this fucking show. I didn't even notice
I
it.
was
I
like,
was just
please,
watching.
please free me, bruh.
I was just watching the show.
Scream if you want to do the war report.
That meme is so ridiculous.
Side tangent before we go into the quick hits. I think the LeBron Scream meme is probably the meme of the month. Um,
It's pretty good.
it is really good, and it came in late. I think it came in late, so I don't know if you want to count it for April or May, but I'll
That's a
count
that's
it
a that's a
both.
May meme. That's a May meme because it definitely came out like in like the last week. That's a May meme.
I think the shit is hilarious, bro. I
That is
think it's
funny.
I think it's funnier than the JP stuff.
Well, I don't
The
think
JP
JP's funny. I think JP is amazing.
the JP stuff I feel like is very forced.
I really like that song. I don't, I looked at my
Quan,
top
mm,
played list, bro.
it's cool. It's cool if you like the song. I'm just saying it's very forced as a meme, bro. They already got him in a 20v1, bro.
You know, everybody did 20v1. You gotta did 20v1. You ain't make it yet till you did a 20v1. That's like the new Narwhal interview. Low key.
If stoning people was still a thing,
Have you
I would
watched one of those? I
stone
have not
I
watched
would
one of those.
I would stone you for saying that. No, it's
What?
cringe.
I have not watched any of those 20 versus 1 joints.
No, like the e-dating stuff is weird. Like that part of Twitch is extremely weird to me. Like the e-dating, the speed dating.
Oh.
Hey,
That's the old Twitch battle. They don't do that no
like
more.
they're still doing it. It's
They're
like,
still doing
hey,
that?
call in and then flirt with the girl that's on stream, and it's just like, dude, like, why?
Because they
It's
want
sorry, it's so weird to me, bro.
it's for the kids,
Um,
man. You know what I mean? It's for the Aiden Ross gang. Who else?
yeah,
Speed.
they doing Riz parties and shit, bro. That shit weird to me, bro. I'm too old.
Yeah, WWE must not know who Speed is. They really bugging letting him have a live mic. They're out of their fucking mind.
He can't read. That's why they bugging. They expose his ass for being not able to read, bro.
I'm not even fine with it. I'm just like I would be concerned letting Speed have a live mic. That young man is clearly he'll do anything for some attention.
Hey, and WWE say read, bro. He gonna be hooked on phonics, okay? Um,
Good for
Also, I just want to say I think Speed is actually much funnier than Kai. Um, when he celebrated his sub goal and he dove into his setup, that has to be one of the funniest shit I have ever seen. Also, I think Justin mentioned it on the A show is that he's sneakily athletic. So let
No, he's
him,
crazy athletic, bro. He ran like a
yeah,
4.40 the other day. So this thing is a ridiculous. I think he be doing backflips. You
yeah.
know, he's
So
like
well,
really crazy athletic.
what he's lacking in the mind,
Yeah, he
he got
definitely.
he got it in the heart, bro. Um, all right, quick hits. We
I was
get
gonna make an
Edge.
insensitive joke, but I just stopped myself before I could. All right, okay.
Uh, good. Because I hate editing.
I'm like, go ahead and
Um,
get a water boy.
oh no, definitely Waterboy. Um,
Well, I was gonna say radio, but Star Wars.
oh, that's crazy.
That's not right because the radio didn't play.
I think Waterboy is more apt because
What are we
Waterboy was
acting?
athletic. But yeah, we get Cope versus Buddy Matthews, and I said in the Discord, at like I think it was like at 7:58 or something. I said, "Hey man, if because what is it on the promotion banner? It says like Colt Open, a member of like House of Black, and I said if it's not Malachi Black, I'm muting the show.
I could have told you
Um,
that. I could tell from the promo that he did on Saturday,
it
whatever he
wasn't
did,
gonna
that
be
it
him.
wasn't good Malik.
Yeah,
They're saving
so
that for the pay per view. They're definitely saving that for the pay per view.
shit, I hope so. But this match is long,
Long.
50-50,
Oh my god, that match was long.
boring. It's Edge, so like if you didn't really like any of the stuff that Edge was doing before, you're not gonna really like it now. And what I'm really not liking is that post match because the lights were off for a really long time, and it's very obvious that he's going to be joining the House of Black. Did he get missed at Dynasty?
Yeah, yeah, Mr. Dynasty. You know,
Okay,
once
yeah,
you get
yeah,
sprayed in
yeah.
the face, no freaky, you turn into a whole new man or woman. You know
Just saying get sprayed in the face is crazy.
what happened? I'll tell you.
Yes, that is what happened. But yeah, so that's very clear. I think that's very boring because we already seen what Edge does in spooky factions, and he doesn't do it well. And then I feel like it's really the only excuse so he could do his brood entrance again. Um, I know for sure that he thinks that this is like some crazy, like, oh, this is like a developing character, kind of like sort of thing, you know? But it stinks. So that's that.
I'm not very interested because I'm not very interested in what Adam Copeland has to offer at this point. I do, once again, I've said it a bajillion times. This man is not work rate man. He wants to be work rate man, but he is not work rate man. He's the old guy in the club. You can't keep up with these young dudes, bro. It's not you. This is
Hmm.
not I didn't like growing up, I didn't love Edge because of like his fucking
Work rate.
yeah, you know, I'm like you had decent, you know what I mean, the good matches, you know what I mean, but like I wasn't looking for you. I don't look at you the same way I was looking at a Daniel Bryan when he came in the ring, you know, or like a I don't know during his era, like a Rey Mysterio or a Billy Kidman or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like that's not
Hmm.
you. And that's fine. But
I don't. I just think it's weird that he's trying to do this at like try to prove to us that you're a work rate guy at 50.
yeah, even I
Like,
wanted to, I was gonna try to compare him to like Flair, but Flair was
he
working, but he
has,
wasn't trying to do more than he was
yeah,
capable of. I feel like
he,
Edge is trying really hard to keep up with these young niggas, and
yeah,
I don't know if it's translating.
he trying to be Christian Blake at 50, bro. That's crazy. Like, I'm sorry, like I'm not a wrestler. I don't know the business or like whatever, but I just think that if you are super duper work rate guy, and let me I'm gonna say like in American wrestling because I know in Japan it's very different, and then in Mexico is also really different. Um, like dog, if you're 50 and then you're working like indie,
Yeah, you're working.
style,
You're working the indie style when you are a sports
you did
entertainer.
something wrong. You did something wrong. It's like
Yeah,
and I would contribute it to it's just like, at 50 or, whatever retirement age is, and then like you're still working like really, really fucking hard, you fucked up somewhere.
got it.
If you're supposed to be retired, if you're supposed to be retired and you still working as hard as I am, you messed up somewhere. And I know our economy and all that sort of stuff, and then it's a little shaky, but like still, you should be at least living comfortably, like you shouldn't be at retirement age working like however like how he's working right now, like extremely fucking hard. Like
I think he just wants to. I think he just wants to prove himself, but like
what, what's
it
the
ain't
inferiority
proven.
com like what's the inferiority complex, bro? Like he
I
really
think
wants to prove WWE that they should have paid him the money for him to stay.
I think it's some of that. I think it's some proof to himself that he can keep up with these young guys, and I think he's so
What?
inspired by them that he wants to do what they're doing. Um, because he even said that him watching like other wrestlers and other companies really inspired him. But the problem with Edge is that Edge has been working in the same place since 1997.
Yes, and also the problem is that you are inspired by these young guys, but these young guys are doing a lot of things wrong.
That too. Yeah, I hate when he started getting his indie bag where he doing shit like he knows better.
Like
Like,
the indie, like these young guys that you've like been seeing are like they absolutely lack psychology. They don't really sell really well. So it's just like, what are you taking away except like doing a bunch of moves and kicking out a lot? Like I think it's cool to like, see like a younger dude and be like, oh, I really do like what they're doing. Or like, that's it's a young man game. You appreciate a young man playing a young man's game, but you old dude. Like you can't be swinging your sword wildly, bro. You got to be masterful with the shit, samurai shit or whatever.
you
Um,
gotta know your new spot. It's like if we ever do this like NBA comparison, it's like Ray Allen, right? When Ray Allen was first in the league, that nigga was dunking on niggas,
mhm,
explosive. But by the time he got to like Boston on that championship team, that wasn't his role no more. His role was to, shoot that three in the corner or get open
mhm.
for the three. So like Edge has a certain role. I think Edge can be useful in AEW, but I think he has the wrong role. I don't know what his
And
role
and,
could
and
be, but what are you trying
and
to
he's
do?
purposely putting him in that role, which is like you're doing
Him and
yourself a disservice. Like
him
you're,
and Jericho.
I think Jericho's absolutely a lost cause because I feel like I don't know, he a lost cause for real.
He looked ridiculous in those tights. I don't know what. Look.
Um,
I'm no physical specimen, but at my worst, I wouldn't be throwing that shit on. What he had on was not flattering. Say that right now.
hmm okay. And then we get into Serena D versus Mariah May. When I say that AEW has the worst women division, I mean it.
Why?
These two can't
Expound.
wrestle, bro.
Okay.
I I don't see what they're seeing in Mariah May, and I don't know. Serena D think they're like they think they D Malenko. They not them, bro.
She is 6-0 on the year. No, no L's.
Shit, me too, nigga. Um, and then Tony Storm throws in the towel, so Serena D wins, and it was just like AEW never really deviates or like goes off the rails. So it's like if the challenger comes out and says they're gonna like have the title, there's no real point to expect anything less. So it's just like we know that they're gonna face each other.
Well, they already announced it, so yeah. But I know what you're saying.
Mhm.
I think they like to use Mariah May because that's a good way to advance Tony's storylines about having Tony wrestle as much. Because, like I said before, like last week, they have Mariah May working. She works damn near twice a week um, on these shows. That she is the new Sky Blue. It's 2024 Sky Blue. So
Thanks,
that's why
bro.
I think that's why I think they use Mariah May so much in ring. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm sure Tony Storm versus Serena will be cool.
You didn't even say it was gonna be good, bro.
I don't I'm not like super interested in Serena D, but they had time to build to this. I have enjoyed Tony Storm recently more. I think she's figured out kind of how to have good matches while still maintaining her gimmicks. I think
I
early in
think
this
si- I
gimmick
think
train,
I think since you've been seeing her on Collision, you've been starting to get turned around, brother.
yeah, no, I think initially she was going too much into character that was hurting her in ring like work. But now I feel like she's found a balance. I felt the same way about Orange Cassidy when he first came, when he started being on TV. I thought he was doing too much of the gimmick and not enough of having a good match. And I think he found a good balance eventually. And I feel like the same
Mhm.
thing with Tony. So she finally found a good balance where I'm like, okay, this is cool now. Because initially I wasn't feeling it, but now I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm cool with this.
I get it. I get it. Okay. Moving on. Was it Kyle O'Reilly's? Oh, I put that on there as if he was gonna face him tonight, but I didn't see the time. We got Chris Jericho versus Shibata in an FTW match. It's a Jericho match.
Wasn't the worst match I ever seen in the world. There's some things I actually enjoyed. I enjoyed the hockey puck to the face. That was really funny. First of all, he threw that shit directly at his mouth. Pause.
Hmm.
But that I thought
Great.
I thought uh Shibata hitting him in the ear with the kendo stick. I know that shit hurt.
That shit
Um,
hurted.
I know that shit hurt. Fucking the trash can spot. I thought was actually pretty. Him no instead of Shibata just no selling chops or some shit. He no shot. He no sold the trash can kendo stick spot and then headbutted
Hmm.
Jericho. I thought that was pretty funny. Um, finish ended up kind of flat, but I saw that coming. I knew Big Bill was coming out. For anybody who didn't see on Collision, Big Bill came out. I was like, hey, I want to be under your learning tree to Jericho. So Jericho is going to have another stable
Nor just another
or another
unfortunate
or another heavy.
yeah.
This also implies that we ain't seeing Ricky Starks on AEW TV no more. That's over for. He done.
Oh, you know what? That does kind of imply that.
I have to imagine we're not seeing Ricky Starks anymore.
Man. CW, come on down.
He definitely will be on the CW premiere.
Come
Shit, we
on
might see him
down,
at
player.
fucking Battleground at this point.
That'd be cool,
Do
actually.
we know his contract's up?
Hey man, a lot of people on AEW on slave deals, so
Let's see Ricky Starks' contract.
I couldn't tell you, my king.
Hmm. Any news? Nope. This last I seen is from March when Tony Khan clarified Ricky Starks is still under AEW contract
Yeah, he in hell, bro. We gotta free him.
for Ricky.
Yeah, I
Hate
feel
to see
really
it.
bad. Yeah. Hate to see my nigga locked up. Oh, okay. Continuing on.
You have any thoughts on the FTW match?
No, I don't really care about the FTW stuff. It seems like they're gonna circle back to Hook anyway, so Shabbat is just a little bump in the road.
Yeah, for sure.
Excuse me.
That
Okay.
is his man still. So that make I mean at least they was like a random ass match. It made sense as to why the match was
Yeah.
happening.
No, it's fine. It's I feel like they're doing the continuity thing a little bit well, but the matches are still boring. Um, and I know it would be blasphemous for a lot for me to say that like I think like they need work on their in ring. Um, because nobody really trying to hear that shit, but it's the truth.
And it's so
R-
weird because like I thought the in ring on Collision was so good this Saturday. I thought it was like a really well wrestled show by everybody. I thought everybody was really good. And then I watched Dynamite and it's just like, ew, you got to stink. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the vibe on the Saturday night. I don't know what it is about Collision and Dynamite. It's dead ass two different fucking products. It really blows my mind. I blame the Bucks. The Elite's fault. There's no Elite on Collision. That has to be it.
I would blame them too. But
Bro,
okay.
fucking Ray Phoenix and the Beast Mortos, who I could have swore had a different name not too long ago, but he's the Beast Mortos now. That episode fucking fire. I'm like, what the hell? Like, if that was on Dynamite, I would have maybe enjoyed the Dynamite a little bit more. I gave that a 4. I thought it was great. But I'm just like, yo,
Mhm.
I'm watching this show, long ass Edge match, long ass Jericho match against Shibata. Not pretty much the show. You know what I mean? Like, it was
Mhm.
not much else happened besides the closing segment, which we already spoke on.
I think that the long ass matches stuff is like,
Yeah, it was bad this week. This episode, I don't know if they had like a short roster or something, maybe because of all the injuries. I don't know what it is, but yeah, these long. I know they're in Canada. They want to get their shit off with their Canadian guy. But I'm like, damn, these matches are long.
mhm. Okay. But is there anything else you want to say about Dynamite before we transition to NXT?
Yeah, I think there was more, wasn't there? Uh,
No, that's it.
Chuck Taylor's done, maybe. Uh,
Oh, retiring. Yeah.
I don't think that sounds like kayfabe to me. I don't think they, I don't think they have Orange Cassidy announce Chuck Taylor's retirement. I would hope not. That'd be kind of rude. Chuck, Chuck can't even get his shit off. The match between Chuck and Trent Beretta, the parking lot brawl, it was okay. It was definitely the weakest of the three parking lot
Parking
brawls.
lot brawls.
Yeah, definitely the weakest.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
Um,
Anything else on Dynamite happened that was important? Did we speak
three,
about? We did,
two.
okay. We did Swerve.
Mm-hmm. I think
Yeah.
that's
So
everything.
whatever. Yeah, whatever
Oh,
happened on a Rampage, we're not watching. Oh,
Willow Statlander stuff.
I missed
It
it.
don't
What
matter,
happened?
man.
But I didn't even see what happened. So
No, it's kind of just whatever stuff. Like,
okay,
I don't think it really added anything to the show.
fair enough.
Um, excuse me. All right, NXT Spring Breaking week 2. We get actually. I'm gonna follow in order. I was about to go in show order, but let's just go with what's listed here. Um, Obifemi versus Ivar. I thought that was a really good match. I think Obifemi is coming on very nicely. Um,
Hey, Ivar's a worker, bro. I'm sorry, Ivar's having a
yes.
hell of a year. I don't know what Eric going to do when he come back. I don't think Ivar needs this guy.
Kind of cook for the young brother.
Also,
Um,
I didn't realize how old Ivar was. I mean, I knew they've been in the business for a long time, but like,
yeah.
I saw a clip. They think it was working like velocity matches in 2003. I'm like,
Jesus
damn, he old.
Christ. Um, yeah, what is it? I know that Eric had like issues in like ROH before because he got into a motorcycle accident and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, man,
Ivar been cooking, man.
your man's is doing great without you, bro. I'm really sorry to say that, bro. I
Like, I'm shocked
feel
because I always assumed Eric was the better worker out of the two. I mean, he still might be, but Ivar, man, he's such a freak athlete for someone his size, and he can work.
with him at this point, it's like, is he? Shit, Lord knows. Um,
Yeah, I always
if he
assumed
really
Eric
that
was.
guy.
I always thought Eric was the worker, and Ivar was more like the. I guess it makes sense to be the high flyer of the group, but yeah, he was kind of like the low key, the high flyer of the group.
Mhm.
So maybe I was wrong. Maybe just it was the Ivar show the whole time, and Eric was
Just a guest.
yeah, the other guy.
The other guy. Um, but yeah, no. Yeah, man, it's really weird how that really turned out, but that's
But yeah, good match.
the
That was
game.
no, I did think
Yeah.
Obafemi versus Ivar
Mhm.
was a good match.
And then after that, we get the turn of Wesley. We've heard he's been good for a while. but he was not posting a single update about his recovery process. Um,
Not till the end, not till that picture of him saying he's fully healed.
yeah, it did, like he didn't show us
Are we
anything
are,
till he
are
was
we
like,
still putting on our conspiracy theory hats for the Wesley stuff?
"What's the conspiracy?"
He was never hurt in the first place.
Oh, I won't say that he was never hurt, but maybe the injury was never as bad as we thought it was.
That's what I think personally. I have no real proof. I just have a feeling
Oh,
because
we had
I just look because I just look at
absolutely
how
no proof.
I just because I just look at how like Charlotte's been handling her injury. We've got an update every week, damn near every day about Charlotte, about her rehab. We ain't hear a fucking peep about rehab. Nothing. Not a
Mm-mm.
word. That's very unusual for like a WWE wrestler. Like, we usually see. I mean, I say that, but also like Wendy Chu, same thing. Like we ain't hear a fucking peep about Wendy Chu until she
Mhm.
came back this week. So maybe I don't know. Maybe it's an NXT thing. Maybe they don't speak on it as much.
Like I said, don't worry about it, bro.
Don't worry about. It. I don't.
Don't worry about it, cuz.
Yeah,
Um,
that's my conspiracy tinfoil hat type stuff.
I'm gonna say that he probably was, but it was never as bad as we thought.
Well, regardless, I'm happy to see him back. He got a big pop
Yeah. Hmm.
coming back to
Yeah,
him.
that was really great. What I don't like is he's back in the North American title scene.
I think they have the match. Let Obafemi win. Then Wesley can go to the main. Then Wesley can go to the main roster. I don't think he needs to be on NXT anymore.
I don't know if I rock with that. I'm not gonna lie.
Or yeah, because not to think. I like. I'd rather they just did him versus Trick or something instead.
Yeah, like I
I
don't
don't
like
know, man. Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, I might be
you
with you on that one.
you come back from injury and then you make like a complete lateral move or like even a downgrade because you were going to face off against Ilya until you got injured.
Yeah, it's a downgrade. I wouldn't even say lateral. We're dropping back to where
And
we
then
were
what is
before.
it? And if it wasn't for Wesley getting hurt, then we don't get the match for Trick.
Crazy how that ended up like that.
Hey man, it's
That's your
the
story, and that's your story right there.
yeah, and it's the Mustafa Ali Kofi Kingston moment.
Yeah, yeah, that's your story right there. Yeah, you took my spot, nigga. It's supposed to be me. I should be champion right now.
Yeah. But
Yeah, they kind of blew that one. I don't know where they're going with that. They rather do this fucking Trick Williams metaphor shit.
I hated that segment so much, bro.
I thought it was fun, but I'm also not looking forward to like Trick versus the metaphor group because they're so goofy. Like I can't like it's not a group I'm taking serious in the world title picture.
Yeah, like I feel like they probably should have just did just a little bit of character stuff to like bounce back from basically being jokes. Um, but moving on. Um, Thea Hale defeats JC Jane. Hey man, Thea Hale, I
She's
think
good. I think she's good.
I think that girl wrestles very well. You
You can't
can't
fool
fool
her,
a
really.
million nigga. You could
You
fool
can,
them. You could fool the niggas that really hate chase you for no reason. You can't fool me.
yeah, I had to speak. I had to speak up.
I think this stable is very good.
I watched them all the way to 2022 and all the way to
No, no, that
2024 multiple times. You know
iconic
what?
rant. But go ahead.
That's a really good rant. Yeah, I had to speak on that on Twitter. That joke is so like I hate when like first of all, Twitter runs jokes to the ground. Wrestling Twitter runs jokes to the ground so fucking fast. But yeah, this whole thing like if anybody signs at NXT, they can get thrown in to Chase U. Chase U's been around for about 3 years now. They've added one new member in those 3 years. I don't know where the notion like everybody gets thrown into Chase U. Like I know the joke with like Okada because that's funny seeing him in Chase U gear, but like
Yeah, that was hilarious.
everybody else is not going to be in Chase U, bro.
Oh no,
What
man.
about throwing Julia and Chase U? What did they do?
It'd be cool. You remember? Hey man, when Saray was in it, I
I
thought it
liked
was
when
pretty
Saray
cool.
was in Chase U.
I thought it was pretty cool, man. Um, but yeah, no, I think this match was really good. I think JC Jane, well, I feel like everybody involved has done a really good job with this. I love. chase you. I like the story for a really long time, and then for it to culminate in Thea Hale kind of getting stamped. She's certified. I think that's great.
She beat her bully, her school bully.
hmm
Um,
and it wasn't like a corny be a star type moment. She just beat her ass for real.
with their ass. She should. Um,
Queen.
I, I feel like we're looking past this fucking Andre Chase gambling problem thing though. I feel like everybody just forgave him. Like, bro, no, you kind of fucked us over, dog.
Because
Niggas too,
we'll
niggas too
I
forgiving.
think I think that like, all right, yeah, he betted on the school. That's crazy,
You
right?
wildin'. They just forgave him in a week.
But he
Nah,
did it for Thea Hale, and everybody was just like, oh,
nah.
it's
That's not
like,
cutting it for me.
yeah. I was like, bro, you're wild. You're absolutely insane for that.
Post
Yeah,
match,
yeah. Post match, we get Fallon Henley ended up on Thea Hale, and I thought that was super weird. Like, are you
rock her
mad about
shit.
the Pele kick you took?
Nah, she's mad about it all. She's been mad since fucking Sand Deliver. Been
Uh,
hating.
did you want it to be on the card, or you wanted to stay your ass in Orlando? You could have also said no.
I don't know. I guess she had to explain herself when she gives her "You People" promo next week.
Oh my
Can't
god.
can't wait. Can't wait for the "You People" promo.
And then, Thea Hale wanted you ringside. You could have said, nah, this ain't my fight. And
Should have.
then you took a Pele. You helped her. You didn't have to help her. You could have just let her take that Pele kick and lose. So what are you really mad about?
We're gonna have to see next week what's going on with that.
What's really plaguing your heart? But yeah, we're gonna see what's cracking next week. Um, Axiom and Authors of Pain. I thought this match was cool. Um, I like Authors of Pain, but I'm gonna keep it really real. I ain't care about this.
They lose too much. Final Testament loses too much.
Yeah,
All of them.
yeah, I
Well,
don't
crew of
really.
losers. I didn't. At no point did I think they were winning this fucking match.
Oh no, they're definitely weren't gonna like win this match, but it's just like I don't know, like yeah, I don't really care about these niggas, man.
At first, I was confused by New Catch Republic was involved. I remember AOP whooped their ass the other day,
Yeah,
and they have a match on Friday. So brand synergy.
yeah, feel me. Yeah,
Actually,
no,
my
I thought it
friends
was
don't
all
need
really cool.
a team name too. By the way,
All these tag teams need a team name.
bro, they've been together at least a year at this
Like
point.
it, especially when you introduce two guys who are like you debut them as a tag team, not once you thought, hey man, let's come up with a group name.
Yeah,
Diamond Mine was great. Let's just start shuffling more words, two words together and making that a group, bro. Fuck it.
I don't know. I feel that like
Uh
all the women teams on the main roster, none of them have team names, even though all of them teams been together for like a year now. There's
Makes
like
no
six
sense to
teams
me,
and
bro.
none of them have names.
It makes zero sense to me.
Yeah,
Um Next, main event, we get the NXT Underground. I like this. This that shit that I like.
it was cool. I enjoyed this. Yeah,
Violence, mayhem.
out of all the NXT Undergrounds, it was probably the weakest one, but it was really good. I really did enjoy it. There hasn't been one where I haven't enjoyed it yet so far. So they're 3 for 3. For what I
Mhm.
say.
I thought the Dijak and I thought who's in Dijak in there with? It was Eddie Thorpe, right?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? It might have been better than the Dijak Eddie Thorpe one, but it definitely wasn't better than the
Did didn't
Damien
Damian
Kemp Eddie
Kemp?
Thorpe. The
Yes,
David Kemp
okay.
Eddie Thorpe one was
That
fucking
one.
hard. That
Yeah,
shit
that
was
one was hard.
hard.
That was hard. That was hard. Um, Yeah, no, I think this was great. This very much stamps Lola Vice. And I think on the show you stamp like three women on the show. Um you have another like really big heel or possibly, your secondary heel on the show with Fallon Henley, just in terms of like cachet. She hasn't done it really anything like evil yet, but like on the hierarchy is definitely like Roxanne her. Um So I think like stamping Fallon Henley is really cool. Stamping Thea Hale, giving her that big win is really cool. And then giving Lola Vice this victory here and the main event is really good.
Over Natalia, I will always give Natalia credit. Since the beginning of NXT, she's been putting the girls over since the Charlotte match.
Hmm.
And yeah, this was a really big. I want to say this is Lola Vice's biggest win.
Oh
Um,
yeah. She don't win much,
even
man.
and, yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm
I
really
think
excited,
this done more for her than the breakout.
and I want her to keep going with this Natalia stuff. I think they can have a couple more matches. I think Natalia's a good fit for her, a great teacher
I think
for Lola.
the Shayna, her and the Shayna tag team should be like a thing on NXT just for like one off. We don't need another Shayna tag
Shayna already
team.
got a partner. She already got a partner.
That fucking nerd that be complaining about women that got big asses on Twitter. Yeah, fuck that hoe. Lame
Yeah, cut
ass.
that out, bro. Why you hate? I'm tired of niggas hating on Lola because she shake her ass. Do something about it
Oh,
then. Fight
what
her.
is it? What is it? She been mad about Jada Parker. She be going about that shit. She been going on about that shit for days.
What Jada Parker
Leave
do? What was Jada Parker about?
booty offense.
Oh, because you did the little hip attack joint.
Yeah,
Oh.
leave me alone.
I saw Jada sub somebody, but I didn't know exactly what that was about.
Yeah, that was about her corny. Yeah.
Okay,
Um. Yeah, no, I
yeah,
thought
so
oh, that show was fucking lame.
so we got to lock in what you need to do.
No, no, man.
Worry about yourself.
Please, Jesus Christ. Yeah, all the shit she's been doing has been like extremely cornball activity. Um, Continuing on, quick hits. We got the OC defeating the Lex Steel brothers.
The what brothers?
Lex Steel sons.
Lex Steele.
Yeah, that's their sons, bro. You don't see they wear? They got the attire on.
I was gonna go Crime Time, but Lex Steele, all right.
I think Crime Time is just a little too uncreative for me.
I'm
Um,
yeah, clearly you went to a whole different level. Shout out to Lex Steele. He alive? He's good, right? Didn't he die or something? Or am I bugging?
he's alive. Saying a
Okay.
shout out to him is crazy, but
I
yes,
can't shout out Lex Steele,
he's still with us.
legend in the game. I can't shout him out. I can't shout out. You brought him up.
He is legend.
You know what I'm
Um,
saying? Oh man, Cook.
yeah, no, I think they're good. I think they had a better debut match than OTM did. Um,
They've been working level up for a while now, right?
I have no idea.
I think they have been. They've been working like level up for a couple months.
Mhm.
I want to say so. They look they're good and ready to go. Yeah, they got full of energy. We'll see how it goes. As of right now, we just know they're doing the brain and bronze gimmick.
Bo- Boots and brains, bro.
Nigga said, "Yeah, I go to college. I study the human anatomy." I was like, "Okay, what the fuck? I gotta do it."
What I got to do with wrestling?
I don't give a fuck. I
That
don't care.
that's totally D'Angelo showing off his
Nigga,
business major. Like,
nigga, nigga, okay, you go to class. Okay, what you want me to do with that? At least when Chad Gable was doing it, he's like, I got a 4.0 and I'm fucking genius. Nigga, you just a nigga that went to class. I care. Me
um,
too. Me too, nigga. I went to class too.
all right. What else we got? We got Rich Holland versus Sean Spears. Hey, yo,
Crowd was
this
silent, bro.
this Matt, these dudes get no pop. These dudes get no reaction. These
Bro,
dudes
but
don't get cheered. They don't even get excited because the match ended, bro.
they didn't know how to. They don't know how to react to Rich Holland. I don't know if this dude's a heel or a face or what's going on. Like they want sympathy, but also he's like a heel. I don't know what they're doing, and it's like, yeah, I don't understand this. The crowd doesn't care. I don't know whose idea was to put Sean Spears and Ridge Holland on the same in a match against each other. What were they
Insanity,
thinking?
bro.
Who was that for?
No, sir. Not me.
Like what? Yeah, the crowd was just like they were confused on who to cheer for.
Mhm.
It just wasn't good. Rich Holland, I made a suggestion. I think I worded it wrong on Twitter. I think people took it the wrong way
What?
because I was like, WWE hasn't done like a Kane style character in a long time, or like kind of just like a masked kind of monster. I think people were saying I wanted him to be Kane 2.0. Like, no, I just wanted him to be like something interesting for Rich Holland to do. Put him under a mask, a whole new gimmick, and see how that goes. Because at this point, nothing else has been working with this guy.
Yeah, no, it's
He's
kind
not
of
interesting.
just cooked for young brother, man.
Like, just I don't know, throw him under a mask and put him with fucking some manager. See how it goes.
Risk it all, bro.
Yeah, last ditch attempt to do something because it worked for old boy from Lucha Underground. What was that man? What was the dude's name?
Prince Puma,
Nah, the main heel, the main Rudo they had in like the first season.
Mil
Old
Mortes.
boys, yeah, old boy used to be in TNA.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not
Mil
TNA.
Mortes.
Lucha. Yeah, he was. Yeah, yeah. What was his name before? Was it Judas Messiah or something like that?
I have no idea, brother.
Okay. Yeah, like see what did for him. The mask on dude all of a sudden. Even Jeff Cobb. When I
Oh
first saw
yeah,
when I saw Jeff Cobb, I was like, oh, this guy's cool. Then I saw like actual Jeff Cobb. Like, oh, this guy kind of lame. I like the Lucha
he's
Underground nigga was cool.
he said, "Boy, you're a loser."
I think kind of whack.
Um, yeah, okay, moving on. Yeah, nothing's really working for them. Rich Holland, hey, bro, I think it's time to go work in that steel mill. You feel me?
Mm.
It's steel mill time.
He didn't really let
Um,
that nigga. He said, nah, I'm out. So, stop calling him other guy.
Roxanne versus Chelsea Green. Ever since Dom came here and told us about that Roxanne tweet, it's so like seeing her like throw tantrums or whatever is so fucking funny to me.
They gotta lean into it now. They have to.
It's so funny. Like
And I think they are pivoting too.
if Ava one time just said, "You're just so cute when you're angry," I'm going to die of laughter, bro. And what is it? That first promo where she barged into her office or whatever, and then was like, "Why wasn't I drafted?" Blah, 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 blah. And she like starts hyperventilating and stuff like that. I was just like, "Oh, breathe, my child."
Yeah,
Um, oh, go ahead.
I think they're kind of shifting her character a little bit. I think it's for the better.
Yes.
Because before it
Uh,
was like angry, we were supposed to take it serious, but now it's like angry, like, oh, you're like a fucking child.
yeah, no, she's like throwing tantrums like a baby.
Yeah,
Um, and it's fucking hilarious. It's not supposed to be, but it is. I think her versus Chelsea Green is going to be a crazy match.
I think it sucks. I think Chelsea Green sucks. I don't understand what people see in this woman. I don't think she's good.
Okay, okay, settle down, settle down.
I'm just saying, bro. I don't. I never. People were like, I remember like when on the fucking Raw 2 weeks ago when Becky Lynch when the Battle Royale, people were like mentioning her name. Like, you want to put Chelsea Green at the World Women's Heavyweight Championship after Rhea Ripley had that run? You want to go Chelsea Green? No,
Niggas be crazy.
tired niggas, bro.
Um, I'm sick of niggas too. Um, we're gonna get a ladder match at Battleground for the what is the title called? Is the Women's North American? Or no, it has a
Yeah,
different name.
it's the Women's North American. They should have
Okay.
gave it a different name. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like this is very uninspired, honestly.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, sorry. I think this is cool. I think this is something for a lot of women to do.
but
Uh,
the more exciting thing is how they're choosing the women.
well, how are they choosing a women?
They're bringing back the combine.
Oh, sick.
They're doing the combine.
Are they gonna?
I don't know if it's gonna be a shoot or if it's gonna be like a storyline for the show, but they're doing the combine. It's the
Can
next
it be?
week.
Can it be live streamed again? Because I thought it was really cool when they did that.
I'm not sure what they're gonna do, but I'm interested because I've been asking friends. I don't understand why they don't just fucking do a combine special every year. They
Yeah,
should. They only did it once. They did it on TV. I mean, they did it on the network like once, and that was it.
yeah. The Columbine is cool as fuck. Like, let's bring
Yeah,
that
it's just
back.
hard.
Um, and then
Yeah,
Chen returns. Girl, you are not gonna be in that Columbine. I say
not
I don't know
Columbine,
her.
Combine, not
Oh,
Columbine.
Oh,
Jesus
sorry.
Christ.
Um, I don't know. Whenever I seen the records and stuff like that, I ain't never seen her name
You
up
see
there.
your name on there.
Mm-mm.
Um, I do think it's funny that Fightful had the full show rundown for the show. Usually I don't check those, but someone posted on Discord, so I like let me go check it out. And and that spot was supposed to initially the report has said Alundra Blaze was supposed to be involved in this segment.
Mm-hmm.
But clearly not Alundra Blaze. So I don't know if it was something to like trick the fucking people in the ring or for the trick whoever has been leaking to Mr. Corey Brennan of Fightful. This nigga getting all kinds of crazy information. First
Uh,
they told him
I
the fucking they were gonna get killed in the draft and everybody was leaving.
oh yeah,
And then
everybody
like
was
four people
scared
left.
about the draft.
Yeah, and then like four people left.
Yeah, they were really scared about losing their friends. And I was like, all right, cut this last day of school type shit out, bro.
Yeah, I don't know where this Corey Brennan guy came from, but he's all over the NXT news. Whoever leaking him, I will never understand like producers or writers leaking to the what is the reason?
I can't really say I
I'll
understand it
never get
either.
it because I don't think it's clearly not talent. It's someone who like works in that writing room who's giving this information out,
Hmm.
like full rundown of the shit. Like what do you gain from giving somebody the full rundown of the show?
We gotta ask them ourselves, bro.
I don't understand that. It makes no sense. If I ever meet or like a writer, I'm gonna ask them like, why do the people do that?
Why are you leaking, bro? Why are you
Why?
sacrificing your like
Yeah,
six
why
figures?
your own work?
Yeah, why are you sacrificing six figures to be cool with Sean Rossett, bro? Why are you doing that?
Yeah, guy's a fucking loser. Not even cool. He's not even like a cool guy.
And then for a wrestler, hey man, you make it five figures, bro. Why are you doing that?
Wrestlers, I understand. Wrestlers, you can maybe if you're on their good graces, they'll write better about you. You know what I mean? I can see that. But like as a writer, no.
My thing is that
Creative?
that trying to gain in favor of a writer, and this is just my frame of thinking, that doesn't work if I'm already in WWE, like I'm already in the pinnacle. So it's not like you writing about me is gonna gain me any more favor for the place that I work in.
Well, but that's my. I don't think a lot of WWE workers, at least not like the vets. I don't think they really care. I say that, but I watched a fucking Undertaker clip of his podcast the other day, and he definitely mentioned how someone brought up a match and he talked about how high Meltzer rated it, and I was like, ew, why is Undertaker talking about Meltzer rating? You Undertaker nigga,
Mhm.
you're the Under. Why are you worried about Meltzer rating? You know you
Yeah,
are.
like
I thought that
you
was
gotta say.
nasty. But
Um, but okay, let's continue on, or like just get this out of the way because this is the last topic. Um, the last trick segment. I don't really get what was supposed to be going on here. That was the only thing, but we already kind of like talked about it. So
I I I did think it was entertaining, but I was very confused. But also, I think that was the reason supposed to be because like even Vic Joseph was like, I'm confused. So what the fuck was that? Well, no, Vic Joseph straight up said it was awkward, and it was.
mhm.
But Trick was in his bag. I ain't gonna lie to you. He definitely got some shit
you
off.
you gonna use them lines, bro?
No, because I don't have a championship, so I can't do that. Um,
Get some gold teeth, bro.
but no, that shit was pretty fun. I thought the crowd was actually pretty funny in this. Saying Tricks to Daddy. They definitely look like a paternity test.
Yeah, that was. I'm sorry,
that
that shit
was
was weird.
that was funny. The Tricks to Daddy's what shit was funny. Um, also, I, I noticed what Trick doesn't like. He doesn't let the crowd react. He wants to get his lines off so you don't forget him. Like he didn't let the "You Deserve It" chance rock when he should have. Yeah,
Hmm.
like, let that shit rock, bro.
Let that bed breathe.
Embrace your moment. This is your moment. You're the new champ. Yeah, I don't know what any of this is about. I guess we'll find out in the coming weeks. But yeah, it was a really weird segment, but it was just like tricking Lashley and flirting in the ring. Like, okay, we get it. You guys do it. Stuff. We understand.
Yeah, nah, shit
I
was
might, I
weird.
might be hating. I don't even know. Maybe I'm just hating.
You just ain't Loki.
Maybe I'm
Uh,
just hating. Subconsciously just hating.
subconscious hating is hilarious.
It happens sometimes.
Um, I mean, yeah, I don't really have much else to say about NXT. Um, so that's it. Uh, you can subscribe to us on Patreon, patreon.com/, the A Show RNC. You can follow Quan on Twitter at the comeback spot. You can follow me, Cyrus at Cyrus on TWR. Um, you got anything that you would like to say?
Love you all.
Ugh, my bad. Uh, tune in next week for the War Report. I'm sure we're gonna have fun stuff to talk about. I hope. Wrestling been dead. We need
It's been
some
it's been rough.
entertainment.
It's been a rough few weeks. Got to be honest with you.
Mhm. Nothing really been going on. But yeah, all right. Let's get up out of here.